Hello everybody, Charlie's Cards here. Opening night. Whole bunch of baseball going on. And an update. So what I bring to the table tonight is a bunch of fun stuff to look at. Baseball cards, SGC, and I got a prime pack to open up. But first, we have an update. SGC has an update as of 7/24/2020. So if you haven't heard about it, the president of SGC is a sports card and any kind of card, I guess, any kind of card grading company. So if it's a big, small, if it's a jersey, a baseball, a bat, they have authenticators. So it's an authentication service. And they just put out an update. So I want to give you the skinny of what I feel about the update and why I chose SGC. First of all, I like the fact that many of the folks in the community call it a tuxedo. Well, Cody Bellinger is in a tuxedo, and it's a very beautiful tuxedo. I've yet to got a pristine tuxedo, but I got it some 10s, and I think that's all that matters. So he goes on to say that they have been working their bottoms off. They have grown the company 4 times over. And just a few months ago, literally basically before the pandemic hit, we didn't see much about it. But I want to make this point that I believe that YouTube and the community that YouTube has, sports cards, grew SGC literally in weeks. So let's understand, all you YouTubers out there, let's understand that what we say and what we do and the decisions we make to talk about and to share with people, unfortunately or fortunately, are very, very influential in our community. So without someone actually knowing who you are or what you're up to or what you're getting out of the video, they're listening to what you have to say and they're believing that you have an important ingredient when it comes to the hobby. I steer away from people who make predictions. I don't think that all of us can predict the future. We can make speculation, but basically it's a gamble. And we all have to accept that as part of the community. So SGC basically blew up because of all the people that began to discuss SGC on their YouTube pages. A few months back, all I saw were PSA group submissions. So I started looking around. This is before I came on YouTube. So why I came on YouTube at a later date was, most importantly, I wanted to be informed. So the first guy that I mention here is Vintage Card Curator. Okay? If you haven't heard of Vintage Card Curator, or you haven't checked out his channel, you need to go over there after we have our fun with baseball cards tonight or tomorrow, or some other time, Vintage Card Curator, and check out his take and the amount of investigative powers he's put into revealing the truth about PSA, as well as PWCC. So if you know anything about PSA and PWCC, you've seen some of these videos. And you might have seen Vintage Card Curator stuff. If you haven't, go on his channel, give him a like, give him a comment, subscribe to his channel, but most importantly, be informed. I know that a lot of people have speculation about the future. There's a difference between someone that does prospect speculation and how he thinks the cards will do there, and someone who's talking about which cards you need to buy and which ones you need to invest in and all that. I mean, that's crazy. So after I watched Vintage Card Creator, I formed my opinion that I wanted nothing to do with them. I wanted nothing to do with PWCC, and I wanted nothing to do with PSA. That's my opinion. So I chose to try Beckett, and then I chose SGC. And when I got back my first submission, which is down there, I'll put a link on it of these cards that I got. I liked SGC, and so I went after a couple more submissions, and then they got loaded. Then they got very busy. So the most important thing to me as a YouTuber is to present a very powerful word called integrity. Okay? So I don't want to come on here and tell you something that I don't believe. Okay? I want to do my homework and make sure that I'm informed before I present an idea to you. That's integrity. Okay? If someone is knowingly altering or trimming or doing anything to baseball cards to increase the value of them and then submitting them to PSA, and PSA is passing them on as authentic, and all of a sudden all these major cards are showing up and all that, that's what this guy does. So go check it out. Form your opinion. Okay? If I'm going to be a YouTuber, and I would hope everybody else that does YouTube has the same opinion, that if we're going to be YouTubers, we want to do it with integrity, but we want to have fun. So tonight's kind of serious. I want to have fun. After SGC revealed the letter and we're talking about it, I just wanted to put my 2 cents why I continue to support SGC. Because of the word integrity. Until they prove me wrong. So making a declaration saying that this card is going to be returned to me in 20 days and it isn't, is that integrity? That's integrity, but that's also, you go on YouTube and you'll see that compared PSA reveals to SGC reveals, it's 10 to 1, easy 10 to 1. So SGC has gotten slammed, and they haven't voiced themselves until today, but they have had to grow their business, grow their staff, grow their building, grow everything they do, and continue to provide a service to a hobby that expects them to do what they say they're going to do. So in that right, when integrity speaks, integrity says that they're going to do whatever it takes to do it right. So I see that again in SGC. It doesn't matter, it takes 6 months for my card to get back. I'll talk about that a little later and why I did it, but it's still, integrity says they're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And that's what they're doing. They're growing their business. They're bringing on more people. They're doing whatever it takes to get back to the place where 20 days is possible. So the next word is temporary. So they're saying that this is a temporary situation. They got inundated. They're trying to bring their staff on board. Now think about it. I mean, really, think about it. I would want an expert grading my cards. And if you go on any SGC video lately, you'll hear that they're not sure why this card got a 9 or an 8.5 or an 8, because it sure looks nice to them. So what we're saying is we're not educated or trained in the art of grading a sports card. We can look at the four corners. We can make sure those are nice. We can look at surface flaws. We can see on a bordered card if it's centered or not. But if it's not got a border all the way around it, it's very hard to know if it's centered. That is not centered. That is miscut. Okay? That's a nice 1970 Reggie Super. If you've never seen a Reginald Super. So that would not get a good grade because it's not centered. So you see a lot of guys talking about it. So what I expect from SGC? Integrity. So if you submit Ken Griffey Jr. to them and it's a perfect card, they have no reason not to give you a 10. And if you go to Vintage Card Curator and look at his videos about PSA giving out 10s to certain cards. He has done the research. He will blow you away with research, okay? He will show you that research is something that he loves to do. And he's put the work in. And he will tell you now that he started out PSA, he was PSA gung-ho, and it's changed for him. After doing the investigation that he's done, he's like, well, I don't know. So, again, integrity. I am a YouTuber, and with the YouTube community, I'm committed to bring you the honest truth. I mean, we talk about, when we turn on the channel, the TV nowadays, and we watch the news, well, it's fake news. I would not want to be known as the fake channel. I would not want to be presenting myself as anybody else that I'm not, or would think that I am, like I'm going to get in front of the camera and tell everybody who I need to invest in sports cards and how much and where and when and how to buy and how to. I could, but that's not what my gift is. That's not where I'm at. I'm here to have fun and to enjoy what I'm doing. And that's the other word that I have here, transparency. So he talks a lot about being transparent in the video. And if you've heard anything about politics, you know that transparency is a big deal. And nobody nowadays likes to be transparent. Because if you're transparent, you're exposing who you are and what you're up to, what your motives are, transparency. So that's something that SGC has done. Every time I've emailed them and had a question, they're transparent. They answer my question exactly how it should be answered. Whether I like it or not, it's answered the right way, and they're transparent. So I agree with the way they do things. That's what I expect as me as a YouTuber, and that's what I expect from the grading company that I promote on my channel. Transparency and integrity. So I don't believe I don't believe that PSA or PWCC has that. so I won't purchase things. I won't send my cards to them at this point. Unless SGC has a total meltdown, it's just not going to happen. So that's my opinion. Value, I'm still going to give value. So we talk about value. Everybody's talking about it's not the same value. Okay, go on YouTube. Look at it. 10 to 1 PSA 1 SGC 10 videos. Okay, so the value is going to increase as integrity shows up. The value of the SGC cards are going to escalate because the integrity of SGC company is going to shine through. Eventually, 10 to 1, they're going to show up and they're going to get this right. Okay, that's my prediction. I believe they're committed to it. I believe they're an honest part of the community that want to be. How about that? 1971 Hank Aaron Super. Isn't that cool? So he has come out and said, you know what? I apologize. We had a lot of growing to do. I couldn't tell you beforehand. We all were talking about it. We all brought this upon them because the amount of people that were submitting was crazy. And they're blowed up. And now people are going, well, I don't know. Well, I know. So I can't say that 100% of the companies that I, work with or go to or buy things from are full of integrity. But if I find out that they're not, I don't want anything to do with them. That's just how I feel about life nowadays. I mean, if I can't be who I am and who I say I am and what I'm about, then that's not life. Life is relationship. And that's what it is. So there's my SGC. So they've got 2 new services now. The first service is I can't wait. And so they say, if you can wait, okay, we'll try to update the website and tell you how long we anticipate it taking on a weekly basis. And if you can wait, it's going to cost you $10 a card, approximately. Then there's a Need Them Now. Need Them Now is $100 a card. And we would like to be able to get them back to you in 5 days. So I guess it's 5 to 10. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, that is integrity. They're saying, you know what? For now, we're just trying to get caught up. So what they're doing is they're bringing more people in, but they have to train them. They have to train them what to look for, how to look for it. And then what they do is they put a card in front of them and they say, okay, grade it. And then they'll want to know every single flaw and what's wrong with the card because it's already been graded by their professional grader and he's giving them a grading test and he's telling them exactly, he's got the idea of exactly what's wrong with the card and he hands the grader, the new grader, the card, and the grader looks at it and says, okay, this, and this is wrong. Well, the centering's off. It's off 2% here. This corner's got a ding on it. I see a refractor line going through it here. The autograph has got a little squibble across the side, and this corner down here is damaged. And he says, and? Well, that's what I got. So I'll give it and then he gives them a test, and they go over the card and that's the test. And he's got to prove himself before he can be allowed to be on his own. So they're developing guys. It says they're working overtime, they're working weekends, they're doing whatever they can to get it. And so when this whole Jason Dominguez thing hit, I submitted 2 Jason Dominguez's and Chromes and a Bobby Witt. And I did the 10-day turnaround. And I sent those out June 10th. So the bad part about it is now the prices for the Jason Dominguez have deflated some because everybody's gotten their Jason Dominguez that wants a Jason Dominguez because there were so many Jason Dominguez's in the Jason Dominguez boxes. So they are there. And so now the prices have deflated a little bit, and I don't think it'll be as productive. I was considering selling them, so when I get them back soon, we'll see how it is. But those are all part of this hobby. Let's understand that this is a gamble. Tomorrow, it could all fall apart, and we could all be broke and be stuck with a lot of debt. It is what it is. But if you collect what you love, and you love what you collect, then it don't matter. Okay? Money don't matter. Everybody else will be affected by it, but I won't, because I love collecting Hank Aaron. I love collecting Reggie Jackson. I love collecting Cody Bellinger. I love collecting Pete Alonso. And I've got a few of this guy too. I don't know who he is. He's some Wander Franco. So, you see? So, congratulations, SGC. I hope it gets better. And the last announcement on the SGC. So, if you don't know Josh over there at Cardboard Chronicles, the president of SGC went to Cardboard Chronicles, and they did an interview on his channel. So what he does is he interviews some of the folks, some of the heavy hitters in the hobby. And Josh interviewed the president, and the president told everybody what's going on with SGC, and he wanted their business. Well, he got it. And now he's going back on tomorrow, Saturday, July 25th. Cardboard Chronicles is the YouTube channel, and he'll be interviewing them again tomorrow. And so I don't know when Josh will have that up, but it'll probably, I don't know if it's live or what, but he said he was going to go back on Cardboard Chronicles and talk to the community again. So let's see what he's got to say. Let's hold out hope that it's getting better for him over there. And let's open this box of Prime Pack and get another Horace Wagner hologram. Yep, that's what I bought it for, that one right there. So, another reason why I bought it, it's opening day. Let's open opening day. So, down there, comment section. Down there, right over here, subscribe. So, if you like opening baseball cards, seeing guys open baseball cards, that's me. Once in a while, I have an opinion, and today I had an opinion. And I thank you for sharing it, but I definitely thought about it. I brought integrity to the table, and I wanted to do what's best. So, that's what I feel about PWCC and PSA. It doesn't mean that I don't own a few PSA cards. It means that I've never sent out cards to be graded by them. So now let's get back to baseball cards. So I got opening day 2019. I got a small pack of them. I got a pack of Cooperstown, and I got a pack of 2019 Top Series 2 with Mike Trout and Hank Aaron on her. Tonight, my Oakland A's are playing Mr. Trout, Mr. Rendon, and Shohei Ohtani. So, we'll see how that goes. All right. Zach Godley, Jake Arrieta, there's Mike. Opening day, Atlanta Braves. They played today. Ryan Zimmerman. If you saw the Nationals play last night, you saw that Zimmer stayed home. He said, nah, I don't want anything to do with that. Ryan Yarborough and Jordan Zimmerman. So 2 Zimmermans. So that's opening day. It's opening night. And I thought that was crazy last night to see that Juan Soto tested positive for COVID-19. Uh-oh. Oh, man. And that Clayton Kershaw had some back issues. But did you see the amount of commercials Clayton Kershaw had? He was making money sitting on the sideline. Andre Dawson, Cooperstown. And that's the back of the Hawk. Dawson is one of just 4 players to register more than 400 career homers and 300 stolen bases. Willie Mays, Alex Rodriguez, and Barry Bonds. The Hawk. Stolen bases, 314. Andre Dawson. And Mickey Cochran. Mickey Cochran was a catcher for the Detroit Tigers. Now, why? I don't get that. I don't get that. That's a 1-1. That's a 1-of-1 insert. Look at that. I got a 1-of-1. I better sleeve that up. Field Generals. Wow. When you run into him at home plate, it was like he was anchored. You would have sworn he was twice the size. All right. Look at all that pad on the front. Sheesh. Come a long ways, hasn't it, boys and girls? Jim Palmer. Tommy McCarthy. And now, the last but not least, another pack of 2019. The 3 I've done out of this have had nothing in it. So this is going to be the Super Bomberama Super Pack pull on camera. The 1-of-1 Superfractor. All right, Victor Robles, future star. Eric Lauer. Stefan Gonsalves. Keon Kayla. Roman Quinn. Love catcher cards. Tucker Barnhart. Looks like he's safe. Well, there he is. Two of the greatest pitchers of all time. Definitely one of them. Sandy Koufax was a record breaker. There's Darryl Strawberry. That's cool. 35th. Manny Machado with the Padres. Walker Buehler Cup card. Eric Thames, now with the Washington Nationals. Jimmy Yacobonis, Wilson Ramos, Ian Happ, Tyler Naquin, and Zach Eflin. Another bummer pack. Dadgummit. Well, let's cheer each other up with this. A 2019 Topps Now Pete Alonso autographed green, numbered to 199. Pete Alonso 53rd home run sets new MLB rookie record. Rookie card. And there's the back of that. Topps Now. And then I got this 2019 Bowman Chrome Mega Box Wander Franco autograph. I mean, tell me that tuxedo don't look sharp on there, huh? Like it or not, I just like the fact that what it's designed to do is protect the corners, but not smush the corners. The corners are the most sensitive part of the card, right? So why would you want something resting on the corners? So why they did that was to not sandwich the corners, but protect them in a gentle way. So there's the back of that Wander Franco BMA. Bowman Mega autograph. Well, and then one of the cards I'm most proud of, the 2017 Topps Update Cody Bellinger rookie card, Gem Mint 10. Look at that beauty. All right, half an hour long, a lot of rant, a little bit of baseball cards. If you haven't seen Supers before, these are really cool. So they have two different styles. They have, obviously they have the older one. I have that one too, but they have the 70 and the 71. So this is Hank Aaron and Reggie Jackson. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's talk about this. Let's figure this out. We, the community, made SGC busy. We, the community, can help them through this and understand. We, the community, can change the face of any company or any situation because we all have a say. And that's why we're a community. That's why we stick together. And that's why we share what's going on. Well, that's what this is all about. Remember, the most important word we can present as YouTubers is integrity. Let's focus on that. That's what this is all about. Integrity. If someone hasn't got integrity, I've got nothing for you. Been around enough people like that. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. I hope you didn't click through this too fast. Again, I have my other video of my submission in the comment in the description section, and I'll put a link of the Cardboard Chronicles and the Vintage Card Curator down below, so check them out and let's see what they have to say on Saturday. So thank you much. This is Charlie's Cards, over and out.